Shall we abandon plots and subplots and proceed without structure? Why not leave grammar behind and set the scholars free? Take it easy. This isn't the Treaty of Ghent after all, or Versailles. Let's go for a ride. It won't take too long. I dreamed about a boy who could travel to the ends of the universe in word and in deed. He'd be gone for a few minutes or hours, and he'd come back smiling. His mother told him that when he wore his yellow hat and tilted his head up to the sky, he looked like the sun on a fine afternoon. Scientists came to visit him and quizzed the boy as scientists will. They knew his story was true, and they wanted to believe, but their methods would not allow them to take the leap. They deemed his understanding to be naive. They asked him if he was frightened out there all alone, and why he decided to keep returning from such voyages. He responded that he wasn't scared, and this is where he lives. A few marks and capitals and spaces can make text more enjoyable, so long as it never becomes about class. Everyone with a heart that is beating is blessed with all the rhythm needed to get started. Tap your toes, swing those hips. The boy knew nothing of the speed of light or relativity. He just wondered what was out beyond the stars. His mother told him it might be heaven, and that his ancestors might be there, and he wanted to meet them. He thought maybe he'd find them sipping tea on the moon. His mother said heaven is beyond the moon. He wondered what happens after heaven. After Versailles and a few ancillary agreements documented impeccably, early participants in the war that followed had to fall victim to treaty-compliant armaments. One day, the boy thought about the farthest reaches of time and space, and he just went there. I think it's true. Language remains mostly a mystery. How do we know when one word ends and another begins? How do we learn to find the pocket? The boy described the great far away as being like a spring and a brook, with glints of starlight and pools reflecting an infinite sky, with a billion birds and fishes. Someday I may write the theory of small kindnesses. We all begin microscopically. He picked up a few pebbles while he was away, skipping some smooth ones across the quiet pools of water and sky. He put some of them into his pocket. Riding along as the radio plays a country classic. A sign warns me about something available for a limited time only. so they say. Old souls and neophyte spirits patrol the aisles of supermarkets. The boy felt safe, though he knew he was far from home. Fish traveled with ease in and out of the water. He showed the pebbles to one of his uncles who studied these things. His uncle showed them to his associates. They found them fascinating, but each of their notes described them differently. Reported measures of color, size, and weight varied broadly. Sometimes their notes just trailed off. Our hero faced the usual struggles, but not more than he could handle. He went to school, he memorized lines, and he tried to behave. His children began microscopically. When they were born, he could see birds, fishes, and indescribable colors reflected in their eyes. He lived here for a very long time. This little yarn is coming to its end. Is it too soon? Even if it went on longer, there would always be more to the story. Why don't we just sit here by the water and skip some stones across the stars?